Hello, everybody. I'm Melissa, and welcome back to Book Bar, and welcome to my next 5-star predictions video. This will be 5-star predictions from January until March. I know we're already like almost done with January, but you know, things happen. Life happens. End of the year content happens. This predictions video is going to be 5-star predictions that are all companion novels or sequels to books that I have given 5 stars to before. So we're just going to go ahead and get right on into it. The first one is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. Yes, I know, I just have the dust jacket. But this is a companion novel to the Cruel Prince trilogy. This follows Oak, and I believe it's Surin, who we meet in the third book, and Oak is Jude's brother. Jude is the main character in the first trilogy. And so it says, 8 years have passed since the Battle of the Serpent, but in the icy north, Lady Nor of the Court of Teeth has reclaimed the Ice Needle Citadel. There she is using an ancient relic to create monsters of stick and snow who will do her bidding and exact her revenge, which I'm assuming she wants revenge on Jude and Cardan because of what they did to her. Surin, child queen of the Court of Teeth and the one person with power over her mother, fled to the human world. There she lives, feral in the woods, lonely, and still haunted by the merciless torments she endured in the Court of Teeth. She bides her time by releasing mortals from foolish bargains. She believes herself forgotten until the storm hag Bogdana chases her through the night streets. Surin is saved by none other than Prince Oak, the heir to Elfhame she was once promised to in marriage, and who she has resented for years. Now 17, Oak is charming, beautiful, and manipulative. He's on a mission that will lead him to the Ice Needle Citadel, and he wants Surin's help. But if she agrees, it will mean guarding her heart against the boy she once knew and a prince she cannot trust, as well as confronting all the horrors she thought she left behind. I'm really excited to read this. I will be reading it soon because we're doing the Folk of the Air along. And so I'm really excited to get into this. I think it's going to be 5 stars. The other books in the series have all been 5 stars. So I can just imagine. Then next I have A Wicked Game by Kate Bateman. This is the 3rd book in her Ruthless Rival series. I've loved the other 2. So, I mean, I just imagine I would love this one too. This is the final book in that series. And I believe that this follows the cousin of the Montgomerys. Like, she's not actually a sibling, she's a cousin, but I could be wrong. We'll just go ahead and read it. A teasing bet. Shipwrecked and imprisoned thanks to an incorrect map, Captain Morgan Davies has returned to London to exact sweet revenge on the cartographer responsible for his suffering. He's also vowed to claim the winner's prize, 3 kisses, in a bet he made with his longtime nemesis, the prickly, smart-mouthed Harriet Montgomery. His incarceration has clarified his feelings for her, but convincing the infuriating woman that he wants to marry her is going to be his greatest challenge yet. When Harriet's revealed to be the very map maker he seeks, Morgan decides to combine revenge and seduction into one delightful package. A dangerous enemy. Harriet's always wanted the witty scoundrel Morgan, and now he's back as handsome and taunting as ever. She has enough on her plate dealing with her father's failing eyesight and a rival map maker copying her work to play wicked games with a dastardly Davies. However tempting he might be, but when a threat from Morgan's past was above the danger, Harry discovers that she and Morgan may not be enemies at all. So yeah, basically this series just follows 2 families who they have like a years old rivalry. Their families don't like each other, but like the kids are more just like antagonistic towards each other, and that's, I'm sure, what this one will be. We've seen them both in the other books in the series, and yeah, I've loved every book in that series, so I imagine all of that too. Then we have The Wallflower Reader by Tessa Dare. This is the 3rd book in her Girl Meets Duke series. I loved the first 2. I have the gorgeous stepback version. Still waiting on news for the 4th one, but you know, we'll get it when we get it. But they call him the Duke of Ruin. Wealthy and ruthless Gabriel Duke clawed his way from the lowliest of slums to the pinnacle of high society, and now he wants to get even. Loyal and passionate, Lady Penelope Campione never met a lost or wounded creature she wouldn't take into her home and her heart. When her imposing and attractive new neighbor demands she clear out the rescued animals, Penny sets him a challenge. She will part with her precious charges if he can find them loving homes. Done, Gabriel says. How hard can it be to find homes for a few kittens, a two-legged dog, and a foul-mouthed parrot, and a goat, and an otter, and a hedgehog? Easier said than done for a cold-blooded bastard who wouldn't know a loving home from a workhouse. Soon he's covered in cat hair, knee-deep and adorable and bewitched by a shyly pretty spinster who defies his every attempt to resist. Now she set her mind and her heart on saving him. Not if he ruins her first. So yes, sounds amazing. Can't wait to get to it. Definitely 5 stars. Then we have The Mistake by the Off-Campus Book 2 by Elle Kennedy. I really liked the first one. I gave it 4 stars. But I've heard that this one is even better. And yeah. I know it follows the main hero in this was like in love with Hannah from the first book. So it'll be interesting for him to, see how he moves on from her. But he's a player in more ways than one. College junior John Logan can get any girl he wants. For this hockey star, life is a parade of parties and hookups. But behind his killer grins and easygoing charm, he hides growing despair about the dead-end road he'll be forced to walk after graduation. A sexy encounter with freshman Grace Ivers is just the distraction he needs. But when a thoughtless mistake pushes her away, Logan plans to spend his final year proving to her he's worth a second chance. Now he's going to need his up his game. After a less than stellar freshman year, Grace is back at Breyer University, older, wiser, and so over the arrogant hockey player she nearly handed her V-card to. She's not a charity case, and she's not the quiet butterfly she was when they first hooked up. If Logan expects her to roll over and beg like all his other puck bunnies, he can think again. He wants her back, he'll have to work for it. This time around, she'll be the one in the driver's seat, and she plans on driving him wild. So, yeah, it sounds fantastic. Then the last, companion interconnected standalone is Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. This chunk of a book. Each book in the series has gotten better for me. I gave the first one 4 stars. I gave the second one 4.5 stars, and I gave the third one 5 stars. So, I can only imagine that this one's going to continue to just get better and better. And some people, they say this one's their favorite. Or, even if it's not their favorite, it's still 5 stars. So, I read the back of this one in a recent haul video, so I'm not gonna read it. But basically, this follows Christian and Stella. Christian is he owns the apartments that Stella lives in. We see him in the previous 2 books. He was Reese's boss in the second book, and he owns the apartments that Stella and Jules live in. But now Jules is obviously living with Josh after the end of the 3rd book, and Stella has a stalker. She's a influencer, and so he kind of protects her, and I think they have a fake date or something, but he's been obsessed with her. And then the only true sequel is Amari and the Great Game by Baby Alston. Yes, I know this is middle grade, but I absolutely adored Amari and the Night Brothers. That book was so fun and just adorable, and I loved it. So yeah, I can't really say much about it because it is, I think, directly following what happened in the first book. So if you know what happened with Amari, then you know. But basically in the first book, Amari her brother has gone missing and nobody knows what happened to him. And they think that, he's just a poor black kid. And, and nobody really wants to help find him until she learns that he was actually part of the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, where there's magic in this world. And she ends up realizing that there's witches, and her neighbor is actually a witch, and but they have a charm on them so that you can't tell unless you know about the supernatural world. And Amari has to go through trials and all these things because her magical ability is actually an illegal ability, and she befriends someone, and there's betrayals, and it was really good. Such a great middle grade series. And I'm just super excited to get into the second one. So yeah, those are my 6 5-star predictions for sequels or interconnected standalones, next book in a series, or companion novels. My final series of this, when we do April to June, will be 5-star predictions of new releases. So yeah, stay tuned to that. But I'm excited to get into these and see how I feel about them. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, leave me a star emoji because, you know, 5 stars. I don't care which star emoji you leave me, whether you leave me the star cluster or the shooting star or just the regular star. Just leave me some sort of star emoji. Or leave me a 3. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.